Hi everyone. These days we see a lot of cold press oil units which are being coming up at each and every nook and corner of a street or any gully or anywhere. But do you know there are a lot of cold press oils which are being sold at a very cheap price and which are very unhealthy. I would want to say to all the consumers that please have a look into these kind of cheap oils and don't fall into the prey. I would say to you a few things wherein you can easily identify which one is a good one, which would be a bad one just by look. As a thumb rule, most of the cold press oils are not a cheap oils. They are premium oils and you have to buy it in that way. Because the main reason is that most of the extractability of oil from these cold press machines would range in between 25 to 35% on an average. Except for coconut, wherein you will have an extractable percentage of 50 to 60% at an average. Rest all oils will have a percentage ranges between 25 to 35%. So let's take an example of groundnut wherein your extractability is 35%. So groundnut today's raw material price is somewhere around 110 to 120 rupees per kg. So imagine a person who is selling you with 120 rupees per raw material cost and then he is giving you groundnut at 250 rupees, which is next to impossible. So these kind of oils can be considered as cheap oils, or they would have used some kind of other adulterations or other oils as an admixture to these kind of oils. So the minimum basic price for any cold press oil would be above 300 rupees minimum. The reason behind is because your raw material costing, your extractability and your labor costs, logistics cost and also a lot of electricity and other working capital expenses will make it up. Minimum the groundnut oil costing would be around above 300 to 320 rupees. So then you can feel as the first test of purity. The second thing is, I see a lot of housewives thinking that if the oil is very crystal clear, it's very pure format. No, it is not in that way. There are many means to make it very clearer. You can do a lot of ultra filtrations or double filtrations or triple filtrations, or also you can add a lot of emulsifiers and stabilizers to make it a little bit more, clearer and crystal clear. But always remember, if you want a more purer form of cold press oils, you have to look into few things. If you keep cold press oils which is unfiltered or little filtered, after few days or let's say 1 to 2 months time, you will see a lot of cloudiness and haziness in that particular bottle. That is a sense that these kind of oils are more purer. And also you will see a sedimentation being formed at the bottom of the bottle, which is also indicates that it is the purest form of the bottle. So these are some things, like one is on the price, one is on the haziness, cloudiness and also the sedimentation which will happen after some time. This will give you an indication that this kind of oil is a purer form. If you see that and you say if you are not liking that particular haziness or cloudiness, simply take a small cloth or a strainer, pour this particular oil into another bowl or any steel bowl or any other glass bowl, filter it and keep it. It will be useful. You can use the residue and apply it to any skin or any other activities. So always try to avoid this kind of cheap oils which are coming up in the name of cold press, depending on the price and all the other things which I have said. Thank you very much.